Our colleague Dan Orlowski tweets, the Panthers are a playoff team with the 2020 Baker Mayfield. How do we feel about that?
I mean, Dan just be talking sometimes.
Well, why?
Well, the 2020 Baker Mayfield. So he's not saying
Oh, okay. So,
team
yeah, of course.
now.
I said that, though. If he's a 2020 Baker Mayfield, that means that they hit on something. That means that, look, here's what I'm going to say. I love saying it that way. Baker Mayfield's not a terrible quarterback. It didn't work out in Cleveland, but he's not god-awful where he shouldn't, if fully healthy, be a starting quarterback in the National Football League. I think that a lot of people saw his progress from 19 to 20, and then they looked at 21 and saw the injuries, plague season that he was trying to play still, and it turned out bad for him. So people aren't factoring in injuries. That's what derailed the Cleveland Browns a year ago, the fact that he was not 100% healthy.
To come out and say, I need to see him before I can say this is a playoff team. Like, I don't believe they're a playoff team. Number one, I wonder if Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy. We should be talking about whether he gets the job as a starting QB first off before we start saying they're going to be in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, I guess people just automatically assume based on his 2020 year, they're trading for him, the money that they're paying, that Sam Darnold is out. That's not true. He's got to fight for that position because if they decide to give him that job just off the streets walking in and he becomes the starter, which I don't think the Carolina Panthers are going to do that in Matt Rule. They're going to make those guys battle and battle hard. That locker room would go in a different direction. You can't hand Baker Mayfield the keys when you've been with Sam for the last couple of years. It just doesn't – it won't work that way. Sam has been in the locker room. So, they acquired him a year ago. He was playing well, hot and heavy till McCaffrey got hurt. Then they kind of went south. So we saw him with McCaffrey. We saw what that looked like. And that locker room is extremely important when you bring in a new body in there.
I wonder what kind of like social equity, like team equity, locker room equity that Sam Darnold has, considering his play declined last year. Granted, CMC
Declined.
did it.
They had, 30 out of 32 teams as far as QBR goes, right?
No. I'm saying
quarterback play was horrific.
It was, but I'm saying, the first 4 or 5 games, we were having a different conversation about Sam Darnold.
First 3, they were 3-0. Yeah.
And we were having a different conversation about him now to kick off the season.
Yep.
People were talking about, this is exactly what we were talking about. This is the change of environment we needed. That's what I meant by that comment.
Yeah. No, all of that stuff is going to be interesting to watch here as they go forward. I'm with Key as well. I think it's the right thing. You can't hand him the job. You got to let him compete for it. But I think they're going to probably give him every opportunity to win it. Because if he doesn't get the job and it's Sam's job, how will Baker Mayfield, when you talk about the locker room stuff, how will he handle being the backup? How will he handle being persona non grata? You think he'd be fine with that, knowing that this is his career?
Yeah, I think he'll be fine with that because one of the things you can't do is you can't, in his situation, be a poison pill and try to alienate the quarterback room or anything like that. You can't repeat the same sort of mistakes that went on in Cleveland, where a lot of the players, I don't want to say a lot of the players, but there were players that felt that he was the reason that OBJ wind up having to get let go to go win a Super Bowl with the Rams is because he was sort of like the poison pill in the locker room. You can't repeat that again for the second stop. You can't do it. You get one shot at doing that, and he did it in Cleveland for the most part.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.